Let us move to the next question, that is question number 8. If x and y are natural numbers, find the number pairs x comma y for which x square minus y square is equal to 31. Now it is given to us that x square minus y square is equal to 31. By factorizing x square minus y square, we have x minus y into x plus y is equal to 31. Now as we know that x and y both are natural numbers, so the factors of 31 may be one of which may be x minus y and other will be x plus y. The lesser will be x minus y and the more, the value of which is more than x minus y is the which is x plus y. So the only factors of 31 are 1 into 31. So x minus y into x plus y will be surely equal to 1 into 31. So 1 will be equal to x minus y and x plus y will be equal to 31. So we can say that x minus y is equal to 1 and x plus y is equal to 31. By solving both of the equations, we can have x is equal to 16 and y is equal to 15. That is our answer. Let us move to our next question. Question number 9. If x and y can take only natural numbers, values, find the number of x comma y pairs satisfying the equations 2x plus 5y is equal to 100. Let us try to solve the given question. 2x plus 5y is equal to 100. So x is equal to 100 minus 5y whole upon 2. Since x belongs to natural number, so 100 minus 5y must be an even number so that it can divide by 2. Now we also know that x belongs to natural number, so x can't be negative. If x can't be negative, then we also know that 100 minus 5y is always greater than 0. So 5y is always less than 100 or y is always less than 20. So the maximum value of y could be 19 only. Otherwise 100 minus 5y will be negative. There are 9 natural numbers satisfying the given condition. There are 5 natural numbers, 5 natural values, natural numbers for y. That is even natural numbers between 1 and 20. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. There are 9 values for y. 4. So respectively corresponding values for x are also 9. So there are 9 values for x correspondingly. The total number of x comma y pairs are therefore 9. Next question, question number 10. We have if p comma q comma r are the roots of the cubic equation x cube minus 3px square plus 3q square x minus r cube is equal to 0, then prove that p is equal to q is equal to r. To solve the given equation, we have, as we have given that p, q, r are the roots of the given equation, then x cube minus 3px square plus 3q square x minus r cube may be given as x minus p, x minus q and x minus r. By equating the coefficient of identical pairs of x to the both sides, we have p plus q plus r is equal to 3p. Let it be equation 1. Let it be equation 2. Again, we have the sum of pairs of PQ and R, that is PQ plus QR plus RP is equal to the coefficient of X in LHS, that is equal to 3Q square, that is equation 3, and the last equation may be given as PQR is equal to RQ, that is equation 4. Now by solving the all three equations, we have from equation 4 we may have PQ is equal to R square. By substituting the value in equation 3, we have R square plus QR plus RP is equal to 3Q square. By taking R common, we have R into P plus Q plus R is equal to 3Q square. R into 3P is equal to 3Q square, or we can say Q square is equal to PR. Let it be equation 5 and let it be equation 6. Again, by the relations, we may have that P square is equal to QR. P square is equal to QR. Now, by solving all the three equations 5, 6 and 7, we may see that P is equal to Q is equal to R. Let us move to the next question. Question number 11. Find all solutions of integers m, n of the equations m minus n whole square is equal to 4mn upon m plus n minus 1. For solve it, let us have, let u is equal to m plus n and v is equal to m minus n. By substituting the appropriate values, we have v square is equal to u square minus v square upon u minus 1. As we can see that u square minus v square, that is m plus n whole square minus m minus n whole square, is given by 4mn. So by this relation, we may say that by cross multiplication, that is v square u minus v square is equal to u square minus v square. Or by taking u as common, we have v square minus u is equal to 0. But as we know that u cannot be equal to 0, or let's say either u is equal to 0 or v square is equal to u. If from these relations we may have, as we know that u cannot be equal to 1 and m is equal to u plus v upon 2 and n is equal to u minus v upon 2. The solutions are given by m comma minus m, where m belongs to integer. So the solution may be given as v into v plus 1 upon 2 comma v into v minus 1 upon 2, where v belongs to integer and mod of v is greater than equal to 2. That means the value of v lies between minus 2 and 2.